Hello everyone. In this question, we're asked to find the linear equation of a line, given 2 points. Okay, so for the first one, we're given point 0 and 2 and point 4 and 3. So the first thing we want to do is we want to realize that the equation of a straight line is given by y equals mx plus c. So there's two things we need to find, the gradient and the y-intercept. Okay, so starting off with the gradient. The gradient has an equation that looks like this: y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And all this is denoting is rise over run. Think about it this way: rise, change in the y-intercepts that go up and down, and run, change on the x-intercepts that go from side to side. Okay, so I'm going to assign 2 points. Point 1 for this one and point 2 for that one, and it doesn't matter what order I choose them. So that will make that x1 and y1, and that will make that x2 and y2. So finding my gradient now becomes pretty easy if I substitute in the values for y1, y2, x1, x2. So y2 is 3, y1 is 2, and I can keep substituting that in for x, and I will have a gradient of 1/4. Okay, now that I have my gradient of 1/4, I can use that gradient and either one of my points, point 1 or point 2, and I can substitute that into my general equation for a straight line. So you'll see what I mean. What I'm doing is I'm substituting m, so I have that one that I know. I'm substituting a value for x of 0 and a value of y, which is 2. So the only unknown is c. So when I substitute back into my equation, what I get is 2 equals 1/4 times 0 plus c. So you can see that c is 2. So my equation then becomes y equals 1/4 x plus 2. Alright, for my next one, I can do the same thing again, assign point 1 and point 2, and again it doesn't matter what order I choose those to be, right? So that will be x2, y2. Alright, so substituting in for my gradient, again same equation. I'll have 3 minus 3 over 3 minus minus 1. Be very careful with those negatives because you can get tricked up on that. So that was 0 over 4, which has a gradient of 0. I can again use my gradient and either one of my points. I'm going to use point 1, and I can substitute that into the equation for the straight line. So again, that's going to give me the gradient, a y value, and an x value, and the only unknown will be c. So when I substitute that in, I'll have 3 equals 0 times -1 plus c. So you can see that my value for c is just 3. So then my equation for a straight line is y equals 0x plus 3, which is y equals 3. So what this means is that for any x value that I put into my equation, I'll have 3. So I could rewrite it like this. For any input that I put in, I will get 3. And for this one, I guess I could also rewrite it like this. Cheers, guys.